you can't have both. So make a choice. It's either you take this job or
Yo,
you continue with your acting
yo,
job.
yo.
So I was caught up in a situation where I was I didn't know what to do, but still my mind was like, okay, man, because you love this acting job, okay, maybe how about you work 3 to 6 months and then quit?
Yo,
Yeah, that was my decision that I had took. Man, I'm just going to spend at least 3 to 6 months at this job. Then after that, I quit because I don't even like this job. I don't see myself working any job besides the one that I had studied for. Okay, um, so that was it. I was going to work 3 to 6 months and then quit.
okay.
But before that even could happen, then
Mm,
COVID-19 hit.
mm.
COVID-19 hit, so and then the government or the president announced that there was going to be a
Lockdown.
shutdown or lockdown everywhere. No one was allowed to go to work, to school,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
besides the employees. Okay, so
Mm.
then I had to go back and stay at home, not at home, but where I was staying in a hostel.
Yeah.
So I had to go back and yeah, just sit in there. But I think that's when I got an opportunity to really find out, which okay, what do I want to do with my life,
Yeah.
right? What's my purpose? What do I need to do?
Yeah.
Because by then I had already started to think about starting my own business or side hustle.
Yeah.
So while there was COVID-19 lockdown, so that's when I got the opportunity to sit down with myself and really think deep about what is it that I want to do with my life. Now that COVID-19 is hit, we're all locked down. Luckily, I had bought myself a book. So I had bought myself a book. It was about self development, and
Yeah.
I bought that book out of curiosity because I'd seen the title of that book, so it caught my eye. So
Mm.
then during COVID-19, during the lockdown, that's when I got to sit down with and just read
Okay.
with
Okay.
nothing on
Okay. Let's
purpose, but
let's do
the
this. Let's do this.
out.
So let's do this. I'm going to ask you some questions, ne? And I'm gonna give you my own experiences too. My fair share, right? Me and you did
Okay.
drama. Me and you did drama together, right? But the difference, for the most part,
Mm,
between me with almost everyone that we had in the drama department is that among students especially is that when I came to the drama department, I already had an experience because remember I used to dance at Chiyama Chiga and must not, and I used to choreograph there too, right? So I had an experience already. I actually knew, as a matter of fact, right, that as far as this, because when we do drama, we have these hopes that you're gonna be on TV screens and stuff like that. I knew for a fact
mm,
that kind of job doesn't keep the lights on, or you are not guaranteed to keep the lights on. To keep the lights on in
mm,
your house end of the month and have food to put on the table, you have to be as good as Men's Ngubane to some point. But at some points, Men's Ngubane too was on
mm,
strike. So who are you? This was the biggest question that I had because I
mm,
already knew, because I already been there, done
mm,
that. I knew being on set, shooting, I knew how we were paid and stuff like that. So I already had that background, and I already had
mm,
information regarding to that. For me, to be fair with you, as long as I'm able to do, like right now, one of the reasons I'm doing the podcast that I have, and I'm doing things that I'm doing is because this is the life I wanted to satisfy for myself. You right? Because I like to do like the life of being on screen and doing what I'm doing, right? And I think this was the point. But I understood for a fact that the industry doesn't function. So it's not like an industry of nursing and being a doctor or being a teacher, whereby industry is capped by qualification. For an example, someone with no metric can come and be a good actor and take a job from you, despite you having studied for the profession. So drama is more based on talent rather than qualification. So it's not kept. A doctor can come in and take over your space, right? Like how this guy, what's his name, Musa Mtombeni, the famous guy. He's an actual doctor, but he's also a popular personality on TV screens, right? But you see, so anyone can come into the space and do whatever. So a space like that, I always knew for me that that type of thing is not gonna work. At least it's not sustainable. As a matter of fact, it's not sustainable. And correctly, it's so, as you pointed to, in SA, we don't have much money pumped in the industry, right? And I think you are sharing the sentiment of how you find yourself having to think of your own business and do something else on your side, right? As a result of what you were seeing and how stuck the industry is to get into that industry. I think I guess your point on that. Okay, now, with that being said, would you advise now yourself? Would you ever advise someone to do drama, or like to say, yo, be an actor? Because I feel like one of the biggest issues that I have with shows such as Ama Idols or those type of shows is that we only care about the winner. What about the person who was number 100, who was also a good singer? Because we never hear those stories of people that are as good but didn't win. Do you understand? We always hear about the stories of follow your dream. If you fail, Denzel Washington says what? If you fail, fall forward. Don't fall backwards. You don't need anything to fall back on. What are you falling back on? You hear only those glamorous stories, but not the real truth. Because the real truth is, right now, Fiso, in our class of drama students, how many of us are superstars on television right now? Zero. No one is a superstar. None. Like a big superstar on our TV screens that we went to class with right now. None. Zero. We have some of the best actors. No one. We have some of the best actors that you've ever seen, right? Even people that were ahead of us, right? Some of the best actors. Zero. If you stretch it, you can find someone like Uspaki, for an example, but that's it. People who are able to just come up to a certain extent, or someone like Uzazi too, right? But that's about it. And all the people that studied, for an example, with us, zero, right? This means you don't have an industry, right? But if you were to look at teachers, how many people studied education and are teachers now? They are there. A lot of them. They are teachers. Exactly. Because their industry is guaranteed to a certain extent. As much as it's good tough nakon, but it's guaranteed that someone else who's not qualified to be in this field cannot be in this field. Do you see? And that's the issue I always had with performance studies. Is anything can go, anything can be talented. And now it's even worse. You don't even need to be talented. You need to be connected and have some money. I can tell you this with confidence. I know for sure. Yes, what's your point?
Absolutely. Okay, so for me, if anyone wants to pursue the acting career, I wouldn't say they mustn't go for acting because it didn't work out for me.
Wait, Fiso. Now, Fiso, wait. Not that it didn't work out for you, but statistically, it doesn't work. Like, the proof is there, bro. Not everyone is going to be Chris Brown or Justin Bieber or like, bro, that's the thing about this thing. When we talk about the type of industry of entertainment, people only know the glamorous side, the people who actually made it. But statistically, how many people could be on Generations? How many people could really be on Generations? Statistically speaking, how many, maybe let's say Icastic Generation has like 30 people, maybe more Abu Subala Nama extras. You're looking at like 100, 200 people, whatever that you have, right? But that's not the same number of people who are in varsity studying for this thing. That's not.
I had the privilege of attending one of the workshops conducted by Babu Dimando. And so I don't know if you know it,
Yeah.
but Babu Dimando has an academy called the Dumando Academy.
Mhm.
So in 2018-19, I had joined that academy.
Yeah.
So while we were in that program, we had the honor of being addressed by Babu Dimandlovu. So there was like more than 50 of us, and Babu Dimandlovu said something that stuck with me even today. So he said to us, ngoba niba 50 or more in this class, let me tell you the hard truth and the sad truth is that out of all of you in this class, only two are going to make it in this industry.
See, exactly my point, bro.
Right.
But he's not lying. And the biggest thing we saw that I hate about this is that it's not even based on talent, right? If you think about it, it's like this. Just let's imagine idols, bruh. Idols. By the time Guma idols go top 30 or top 100, everyone can sing, right? So it's no longer about whether you can sing or not. People who can't sing are gone in top 10, right? But uma ekugcineni kuwina number 1, nobody is talking about, hey, but number 13 noob. Nobody's caring about number 13.